These are scenes from massive protests happening across Venezuela, a country that's in collapse. Liz McDonald's been following this for us. We've said all the way along, Liz, this is what socialism does, and now the people are taking to the streets in massive numbers.
And the people of Venezuela are saying that, 17 years of socialism. You know, they're calling for a referendum, saying that Constitution allows for it to recall Nicolas Maduro. He's doubling down. So 1.2 million people took to the streets nationwide, and they're basically saying, listen, we're hungry. There's massive inflation. Children are actually starving.
Incredible.
There's corruption. So Maduro was throwing the opposition leaders in prison. They arrested protesters. There was tear gas thrown in tunnels to stop protesters, but they still came. Even tribal villagers from the Amazon River region and the Orinoco Delta, right here, you're looking at them. They marched over 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles, to the capital city of Caracas to join in the protest. That is stunning footage right there. So, you know, you're also going to see more information that you're not going to get anywhere else. Here's what Maduro's government is doing. He's getting government-paid-for thugs to basically harass the protesters. There was a bus filled with protesters. I don't know if we have the video, if you could set it up there. The government-paid-for workers were throwing rocks
to attack
at the bus. Look at this. You're going to see a guy throwing a rock right there. And this bus was trying to make it to the protest to March, Ashley. So, you know, this is what happened.
Footage. Look at that.
This is what there was entrepreneurs, small business people who are now working in the black market because the government has been so encroaching on their lives, and they want change. They're desperate for change.
But the Venezuelan leader refuses to step down. At what point does this all disintegrate? It's quickly collapsing.
Well, it's an important question.
Does the military start to come in?
That's right. The military already is in there, basically controuling the food and grocery production.
Do they take control of the country?
That is the deep concern. And so there's concern that this has been endemic in South American politics for some time, and the way the government's worked down there, disappearing people. There is deep concern that people are being disappeared. Certainly opposition leaders have been thrown in prison by Maduro.
This is a country that is rich in oil.
That's right.
And yet here they are, starving, a government that cannot even afford to feed and care for its own people.
Right, the biggest oil reserves in the world by some counts. You know, we've yet to hear from Bernie Sanders or Sean Penn. You know, the people of Venezuela themselves say, you know what, Bernie, they've told me, socialism is not working here. It is a failure. They want change. They've been living like this, under this for 17 years.
There is the example, Liz. Thank you so much. Great stuff.